So it's planting time in California now for the greenhouse for cold weather. And so let's go over our seeds and see what we have this year. And if you're interested in this bunch, I'm not going to go over that bunch, but if you're interested, you can go check out the new haul seed video that should already be up. So let's get started. Okay, so this one right here, this little box is my favorite, just because it looks so cute. But really, I mean, these guys are just as good. And I think I can actually fit more in here. I use a lot of baby jars. They're good to keep them, you know, in a more controlled environment and not too much moisture gets into them. But, and I can see through them, so I can pretty much see what seeds they are if I know them. If not, then I label them. Like, see? So this is a Tomatillo. And this is from 2014, but I still used some seeds last year, but the bugs kept getting them, so this time I'm gonna make them in starts. This is oh, delicious tomato. I've never actually grown this, so we're gonna find out this year and see what they do. What are you? Marigolds. Yeah, I have no idea where I got the seeds. You know what? I think my sister-in-law maybe gave them to me. I'm not sure because I don't remember buying that. But we're gonna see how many tomatoes we can start this year, because it's the first year in a few years that we're able to start seeds, and it's gonna be interesting to see what I have seeds for because it's been so long since I've been able to do starts. And yeah, Rogers, that's cool. I still haven't tried those too. Isis candy. Oh, this also came from my sister-in-law. Okay. But all of these guys are tomatoes. And they're, oh, ground cherry. I love the ground cherries, but yeah, I haven't had a good batch recently. I think last year I didn't get any volunteers, so I need to start replanting them again. I relied on volunteers, and apparently I can't do that. Okay, and this guy right here is, it's a tomato, I'm sure. But see, this is how I save my seeds sometimes. And let's see, this is, oh, yes, yellow pear tomato. Whoa! And see, you can see the little seeds here and there. Okay, oh, I love those. So that's gonna be fun. Let's see. Then we've got, oh, red Lulu. Okay, so this is supposed to be the Tamarillo. Tamarill-O. I want to say that. Yeah, I want to say that. That's it. Oh, I can't open it. But you can see it. You can see it right there. You can see the little seeds, the little tomato trees, but they are very much tropical. So from what I understand, they probably won't grow here unless I have like a dedicated greenhouse to it year round. But we just got gifted a greenhouse, so I don't know, the possibilities are there. Oh, this is a cherry tomato. I remember this one. We grew this one in 2014 or 2015, I want to say, and I loved it. And we haven't been able to get a spot dedicated to our stuff until this year, so we get to grow him again. Woo! Oh, okay, and then we're getting to peppers. Okay, so these two right here, I have no idea what they are. My mom gives me peppers sometimes for food or to grow, but she doesn't always label them. And if she does, I don't always know the name either way because, I don't know, I lose bags and all that. So I don't know what they are, but they're peppers. So we're going to plant them and we're going to find out what they are. And that'll be interesting. And then these guys are the Pedrone Peppers. Oh, these guys are nice. You can just eat them. They're not spicy at all. Well, I mean, a few of them are just a little, but it's kind of nice to have, like, as you're eating something like solid food or whatever, you just have them on the side and you just munch on them. Kind of like I do with radishes. Like, yeah, this is nice. Oh, and this one, they even gave us a recipe to cook it with. Nums. And let's see. Okay, another mystery pepper, also from my mom. So we're going to grow a whole bunch of peppers this year, but there's already a few that we want to do, and so we might have to decide and only keep the ones that we know for sure we want. So we might not get to start those this year, actually. But see, my little guy, oh, he's breaking. So he's my favorite one because he looks really cute, but he is breaking in different areas. I don't know. That's not the only broken piece. I know there's another one. But yeah, I'm like bummed about that because it's so cute. But if you notice, the door is missing too. So it's got this little sharp guy here that's gotten me a few times. So I really shouldn't be using this, but you know, it's so cute. So those were the peppers. Oh, okay, more peppers. So this is, once again, a mystery pepper, but I put these guys together and they're different kinds. They actually look different. So I don't want to mix in the seeds for the mystery ones, even though I'm like using up a few bottles and that bothers me. Okay, pepperoni de guineo. I don't know if I pronounce that right. But yeah, look at that. We got these guys from, I believe, Baker's Creek like ages ago. But yeah, we don't have a lot of seeds left, but this might be the year. Yeah. And then, oh, Phileas. I think this is the pretty looking one. Yeah. Okay, so the one thing I don't like about using the jars though, like right now I just tried for a good 10 minutes to open this jar and I couldn't. So every now and then, because the temperature in the garage and here is so drastic, if I change it from room to room without opening it or trying to open it first, they kind of get sealed. So I'm gonna have to wait on that to show it to you guys. But yeah, okay, and then this one is California Wonder Pepper. And this one you can actually just get at the 99-cent store. So I like the seeds that I can just find there. But bell peppers, oh, those are good. Those are good. Let's see. And they've done well here for me before. Once again, oh, you know what? This is a Fresno pepper. This one was not by my mom. I actually did this all on my own. Yeah, so these are Fresno peppers, and I thought they were super productive. They went into winter, actually. They survived for a while in the greenhouse, unheated. And they still kept producing, but they did die eventually. So I couldn't overwinter them, but you know, without a heat lamp or anything, I mean, I'm surprised he even went for so long. But he was super productive. I'm really happy, so I'm gonna do that one for sure this year. Oh, cucumber. Okay, so I have a lot of seeds that I haven't had a chance to try because space has been an issue for me. But this year we have the space in spring for seedlings. So we're going to try this and try it in the new garden beds that, yeah, with the cement walls, repurposed cement. So I'll show you guys that later. Let's see. This is, oh, White Wonder Cucumber because, well, I love cucumbers. You know, I was going to do this ones this year, but I think I'm not going to have enough space to do that one. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the Armenian cucumbers because those guys are amazing. And these guys are the Armenian cucumbers. But I actually am going to try, not these guys, these ones. It says pale, but I think they're the yard-long Armenian cucumbers. And those guys have been my favorite by far ever from any cucumbers. So, yeah. Okay, so that's the first box. We still have a couple and then odds and ends. So, let's get to it. Oh, but look at this. They're not all full. Woo! It's like half of it's empty. So it won't be too long. But okay, so string beans. I love string beans. Every year I try and plant them in my garden and they just get munched. This year I think the new garden beds are gonna allow me to grow string beans, so we're gonna try again. But starting them in little pots last year was definitely the way to go. That was definitely the way to go. These guys, I'm not sure what kind of beans they are, but I like them. That's why I saved them. And then these guys. Oh, this one, I think I was gifted this a little while ago, so I'm not sure what they do, but this year I get to test them out then. So that'll be fun to see. And let's see. This is string beans 2016. Very productive. Pick before they start turning red, otherwise too fibery. Oh, I remember this, guys. They were really good, super productive, but the ants were all over it, which is probably why they were so productive. They were pollinating the whole thing. But it's yeah, I'm gonna try this guys this year again because ooh, those were really good. And then I wanted to test this out for a few years, but somehow I just never actually start the seeds in time. So let's hope for a better outcome this year. And then small cantaloupe. So this was a volunteer, and it had a whole bunch of little tiny, little like hand size cantaloupes, and that was the perfect size for a meal. And which I didn't know that I didn't eat cantaloupe because they were just too big. It's just the processing and all that. It was just too much. But if you can just eat it straight from the bowl, it was amazing. Oh, okay. This one was super sweet. We got the seeds from a plant that we bought in, not a plant, a fruit that we bought in, I want to say Little Tokyo in LA. But yeah, they were really good, really sweet though, super sweet. And this is from Honeydew. This one I just saved the seeds. It's so old, I just feel bad tossing them, but I'll give them a try this year. If they don't come up, because I'm not too attached to this, then I'll just toss them out and let nature do its thing. It either grows or it doesn't, but I don't want to hold on to it for much longer, you know. And then, oh, yellow crooked. I love this guy. So we had him growing last year. There's some video of these guys in my TikTok. I don't think I posted any in here, but I'm gonna be doing better this year now about that, so that's good. And let's see. Oh, okay, so I've always wanted to try this squash. It's a black one, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm just getting the timing down for squash and pumpkins, you know, so that should be interesting because spaghetti squash is it's on my list too. Look at this. I've saved the seeds for so long, and a lot of them are still really good, good germination. So you know. Okay, this one I think my mother-in-law gave me that, but yeah, she has some really good squash. So yay. And then this guys, I'm pretty sure are duplicates from this guy right there. Because I think I just split them into two. I had too many. They were gifted to me, and I was told to grow a lot of them, and I don't know. I've never been able to actually start them in little cups. So this year we'll see if they actually sprout because I have yet to see one sprout. But I've never actually started in little pots. So we'll see. I think these guys are also the same thing. Oh, the strawberry corn. So the strawberry corn is just a little tiny itty bitty corn. I get to test them out this year, so I'm excited about this, guys. I don't normally grow corn as it is, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but it's just gonna be a fun experiment. Probably just one plant or so. And okay, so this is papalo, but this is wild papalo from what I'm told. So it's supposed to be more like a weed, so it's supposed to be stronger, less demanding. So I'm excited to try those this year. I have my regular papalo that I'm excited about already, but yeah, those are a new thing to me. Okay, so these are guamuchil. It's a fruit, but it's a tropical fruit, so it really can't take any cold. So I've tried growing him a few times, and I can only get him up to about 1.5 feet before winter comes around and just kills him every single time, like every single time. But this time we have a little greenhouse that we can put inside the bigger greenhouse if we needed to, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out, but I need to start this guys probably in summer or so. But I'm super excited about the guamuchil. It's like a challenge, but it's fun. It's fun to sow the seeds, you know. And then this is guaje verde. So it's kind of like string beans, but flat, like really really flat. Yeah, the deer love it apparently, and they produce little seed pods that you can eat alongside your meals, just kind of like a little garnish. Yeah, my tree had a few, but I wanted to see what they did, so I just left it on the tree to see what happens. It's all experiments sometimes. But yeah, so that's what that is. And then everything else here is empty, so they're waiting on me to basically house the new seeds that we just got in the seed haul video. But I was also in the process of I don't know, organizing them for spring, because this right here, I'm hoping to keep this. Well, I'm hoping that this schedule will work. I'm trying out the method that Bubble Beat that Bubble Beat uses on his videos, and he's so good, so organized, and so efficient, that I'm thinking that I can go ahead and do something similar to his work. Just basically follow his guideline, just with my dates, because I'm in California and he's in, I don't know, I can't remember, but he's in like zone 9B, I think I want to say. So he's definitely just different climate and so on. And yeah, so I'm organizing for them for that. And oh, look at this, look at this. This right here is going to be an indoor greenhouse. Okay, so this guy's right here. So this is rue. Okay, so my plant actually died, and I was a little bummed about that because I was really trying to save it, and it did so well for so long. So I already started a few, but I'm going to start some more in spring because I'm not sure when they prefer to be started, and the ones in the greenhouse look a little bit cold. So I'm going to just, do a few more of those because I need my root plants. Oh, and yeah, my mother-in-law gave me this. She gave it to me in, I don't know, a couple months ago. So I haven't been able to see them yet, but this year I get to grow them, and that should be interesting because I only have pink ones. I used to have purple, but somehow along in the past 7 years or so, they've been getting cross-pollinated and into pink. And now I only have pink. There's nothing else really. We found, I think, a red one last year, one red one, and it was a tiny little plant. It flowered like maybe once or twice. Or was it purple? I can't remember, but it was a different color. And we were so excited because we like our little pink things, but yeah, I like variety, and this is gonna be super exciting. And then sunflowers, because of course. So these sunflowers are actually, some of them are like they're little sunflowers, but they're multi-headed. So I like that because they don't just bloom and die, they keep blooming. And so the little birds keep coming and eating the seeds, which is why I have so little, because the birds will usually get to them before I do, and I usually grow them for them. So I mean, I don't mind, but I needed to collect seeds, and this is what I have. But I think that should be plenty to start a few this year. Oh, and these are my vinca seeds. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I bought some starts in I don't know, I want to say August or September. Like it was super late in the season, but I planted them anyway, and basically just for the seeds. And I got the seeds now, so this spring I should have a few seedlings because we're gonna start those in the greenhouse, and yeah, we're gonna have a whole bunch this time. And then this is Morning Glory. Yeah, Morning Glory. So yeah, I have so many seeds. Morning Glory makes so many seeds. I don't even try and collect them, and I have this many. Like I seriously don't try. So it's, yeah. And these are my white sage seeds, and these guys are like itty bitty. They're light brown to dark brown. The dark browns I think are the most fertile. The white sage makes this beautiful white flowers that just shoot up, and they look amazing. So I want to have as many as possible, and also because they're over harvested in nature for business purposes. It's look at that, like they're such slow growers that they're not being able to repopulate themselves as fast as they're being picked. So I figure, let's just grow as many as we can. And so yeah, so these are the white sage, and yeah, I'm excited to have that. They grow faster from cuttings, by the way, much faster. But I feel like we gotta try every way we can. And this is catnip. Oh, well, I have cats, so yeah, that's self-explanatory here. And let's see. Oh, passion fruit. Okay, so this is from maracuya. And I love that fruit. It's delicious. But it's warm weather, and I had this plant for like 4 or 5 years or something, and it was beautiful. Um, and then I was like, oh, hey, let's leave it out of the greenhouse. My husband was like, are you sure? And I was like, you know what? It's big, it's huge. Um, if he doesn't make it now, he's not gonna make it ever. And then he died. He died that winter. So yeah, so I have to start again, all from scratch, which is a bummer. But it was so pretty. So it was pretty enough that I'm willing to start again. This, I don't know what the name of these flowers are, but they kind of look like snapdragons from far away, but when you get up close, they look slightly different. But my mother-in-law gave me this from her garden, from flowers she had this year, and she had plenty of seeds to share, so she gave me quite a few of these. These are just the remaining ones. But yeah, we'll see how those do. I'm excited about those. Oh my goodness, this is all I have left for my snap peas, and I am so bummed because I love these guys. These guys grow tall, they're climbers, they're so sweet, they don't have any fiber. Oh, they're delicious. So I'm like bummed that this is all I have. I already have a few starts, and some of them did great in fall, so they're actually starting to flower just now, even though it's like early January. But yeah, they're already flowering, so I'm excited. So I'm gonna collect seeds from there this year. And this is chamomile. Okay, so this chamomile, that's I bought the seeds, right? But I've actually haven't been using this, guys. I've been using my own seeds from, I want to say, 5 years ago, and the germination rate was so good, and it's so pretty. I'm gonna start some from here just to see if there's any difference, but like, I don't know, I think it's gonna be about the same. But yeah, so I have a lot of seeds. They're so itty bitty. They're so itty bitty. But you know, they're they're hardy, and they're cold tolerant to some degree. So I get to start them early, so I'm excited. And they smell amazing. They smell amazing. And let's see. This is feverfew. This one I just recognize. So yeah, so my feverfew plant died early last year, and we thought he'd bounce back from winter, but he didn't. But normally it doesn't bother him. But I think he was just bothered by pests at the same time, so he didn't make it. But we get to start again this year. And these guys look like kind of like chamomile flowers, like little tiny daisies. But yeah, they also smell really good, almost like chamomile. But these guys are for fevers and aches and such. So yeah, we're gonna grow that. And then this is cilantro, and I need to make more starts. Basically, I'm gonna use everything I have in here just to make sure that I have some. I already have some in a couple garden beds, but it's never bad to have more cilantro because once they bolt, they all go. And then, artichoke seeds. I started some last year, so this year they're already planted. I have one in a little pot in a little tiny cup that I haven't transplanted, so I should do that. But most of them are in the ground, and I think they'll be happy. They're doing well. Oh, okay, so this is Violeta, and it's kind of hard to see the seeds there. Let's see right there where my finger is. There you go. Those two are seeds. They're like little half moons, like little kidney beans. The flower itself is actually pretty nice too, but this guys, the seeds themselves look pretty. But I have a few that I want to start, but these guys I won't get to start till January. No, I mean till like July or so, late June maybe. Oh, okay. So these guys are strawberry spinach. These guys are really good at self-seeding because I only bought them once about little starts about 3-4 years ago, I think. And I actually have them in a video, an old video of one of my tours. And it's just been reseeding every year, and every year I'm like, oh, I'm gonna collect seeds, and I never have. And so this year we were down to one plant, and I got this many seeds, and right now there's already a few growing in that same planter. So they're so good, and they're good. They're mild greens. They're good. The berries are a little bland, but I mean, eat them with honey and yum. So yeah, I'm excited about those. We just went over this, guys. Okay. And then radish. Oh, you know, I have like the worst luck with radishes. So I'm going to try again. This time I'm really going to pay attention though, because I never quite do. And it's about time I do. And then another radish. Yeah, let's see if this year we can get actual little bulbs. And this is Comfrey. So we got this one a little while ago, but yeah, when I tried to germinate them, they just I forgot about them. So I think they did and they just died. I can't remember. But this is actual seed starting season. So I'm gonna have a lot of things to start. So they will be among those. So they won't be forgotten this time. So we'll see how that goes. And then this was from a funky blistery squash pumpkin. I couldn't tell if it was a squash or a pumpkin. Somebody just gave it to me and I just thought it looked cool and creepy looking. So I'm going to grow it next year. So I saved the seeds. Oh, and this is purslane. So yeah, I collected some seeds. They're itty bitty. Look at that. Itty bitty. But they're yeah, they're prolific in the sun and in clay, soil, dry areas. Like they don't like to be overwatered, and they do really well in like our summers here with 100 degrees some days, some weeks, So I'm definitely grabbing on some of those. Ooh, and that was the third box. So now we get to go to the big jars. Okay, so let's start with this actually. So these are marigolds, and these guys are just the seeds that I've been collecting this year. Was this from this year or earlier in spring? I can't remember, but so these are pretty fresh seeds. These guys I got from my mom a few years ago, and it was from her Day of the Dead altar. So basically she just let them out to dry and they still made seeds. So those I actually grew this year and they did really well, and they're tall. Anytime I find seeds here, they're always the dwarf version. I can never find the tall versions. So I was really excited that my mom had that. And yeah, look at that. So, oh, and I know I have a full bag, like a little paper bag full of this still. So I know I have that. And then I still haven't picked the seeds from the flowers this year. So I still have a few outside too. So that's cool. This one's, once again, it's like the squash, like the ones I said earlier. Yeah, I was told to grow as many as I could. And then, yeah, I haven't been able to grow a single one, which is bad because I can normally grow pretty well. So this time we're actually going to try them in little cups. We're going to put in the effort. Oh, and this is Papalo. Okay, so this guys, I bought about 500 seeds. And if you see, the seeds are kind of like the marigolds, where they're like those one little arrow with a little tail, and like dandelions too. And yeah, so there were about 500 of them for $15, and that was so expensive, but it was so worth it. It was so worth it. Yes, I couldn't find the plant here itself to shop for at the grocery store, so I figured I'll grow my own. And then the seeds themselves were so hard to find, and they were expensive, but this guy had a good deal, so I bought them, and I have so many. And all it takes is for one plant to do amazingly well, because they get huge. This one was a good 6 feet by 4 feet. So he produced plenty of seeds for me. So I've had seeds for, I don't know, I'm going to say for the past 4 years at least. And I've shared, like I've given out tubs full of them. So I'm really excited. It's like getting the first seed. Sometimes it's hard. But once you get them, if you have the right climate, some of these guys just do so well. And this one's I was given this year. No. Oh, these are different. Okay. So yeah, so I get surprise seeds sometimes. So that's that. And okay, and this is the Swiss chard. I think this was from one plant, and I think I had like a couple more jars that I gave away. But look at that. They are, I don't know, they're pretty pale, but they are sprouting. So they're still fertile. I was surprised. And there's so many in here. It's mostly the red kind. I used to have the rainbow chard. And then somehow I just kept losing plants, throughout time. And the only ones that ever survive are the red ones. And so all the seeds I have are the red ones. But yeah, that's interesting, I think. Okay, so that's that. And our last section here. Okay, so this right here, this is jackfruit. So these guys need to be planted fresh, and I haven't planted them yet. So they're getting a little moldy, which is not good. But the greenhouse is here. As soon as the lights are here, which should be tomorrow, then I should be able to do the little greenhouse and plant them. But these guys might actually have to stay. I don't know. I don't know if I should quarantine them. Look at them. Okay, and now let's go with the last bit here. These guys, I have no idea what they are. These guys were actually from a wedding. They were, we got sent them because we couldn't make it to the wedding. But yeah, I'm not sure what's in here, but I think it's wildflowers. So we got this, guys. And these are surprise seeds because I don't know, my mom sometimes just like gets given random fruits down in LA, and she saves the seeds for me, and then I just get to find out what they are after I grow the thing and let it, grow for 7 years, and then once it fruits, then I can tell. But, it's always a mystery. I love growing my mystery trees. Every now and then I actually find out what they are, which is cool. Oh, this is my tobacco. You know what? I haven't planted any tobacco in so long. And that little bag inside is a Shirazi Tobacco. I can't remember what kind this is. I think it was a white, I can't remember. I want to say white sacred something, but I can't remember. But yeah, so 2 different kinds. But I haven't grown them in a while, and I think this year I get to, because there's a greenhouse. It's so much changes when there's a greenhouse, like so much. And then this guy's once again mystery seeds. Yeah, I don't know what the red ones are, but see those brown ones, that one right there, and then there's a couple that are sideways over there, right there and right there. Yeah, so those are persimmon seeds. Chocolate persimmon seeds. So I really want to get those started. I had a few growing, not random, but some other persimmon seeds this winter, and I just finished killing both of them. So better luck to these guys, hopefully. But yeah, and then I think those 2 little seeds right there, I think those are hawthorns. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know what else is in there. Oh, limes or tangerines. If my mom finds a good fruit, she saves me the seeds. And, oh, okay. So this 2, the last ones. So these 2 are basically, it's just random seeds that I'm drying at the moment. So this guy's, every now and then I can't find the jar or I'm in a hurry, so I just dump them in here and then I put them in their corresponding spots later. But yeah, this tomatillo. Sorry, kitties. Yeah, so this tomatillo is the Tomatillo milpero. Yeah, it was the very first seed that we went over. So yeah, so this guy right here. So the seeds are actually from guys like this, except that this guy has already been cross-pollinated because this used to be a way darker purple, like a rich purple. So it's been getting cross-pollinated somehow. But I don't mind. They still taste good. And then here's more marigold, more vinca. So vinca, marigold, lime, I think. I don't know how that one got in there. Oh, that's the kumquat. That's why. It's because it's a special one. And then this guy, I don't know what the name of the flower is, but he was a volunteer in our garden this year, and he's beautiful. And I have more growing in the window, but I wanted to collect a few seeds just to spread them around some more because they're beautiful. And let's see. And okay, and then sunflower. So like I said, the birds get to them for the times. This one came from my mother-in-law. And yeah, so these are, I don't know if they're the mammoth. They kind of look like the mammoth seeds. But I hate picking them. See all of these little pricklies? Oh, they go for your, you know, the sides. That's how I end up with hang tags. No, hang tag? No, hang nails? Hang nails. Yeah, something like that. And then these are other tomatillos that I was saving seeds from. And see, these guys are fully green. In fact, these guys are like on the pale side. So they're definitely the ones mixing in with the purple tomatillo, I think. And then some sunflower seeds that fell from the flower. But look at that, they're falling on their own. That's helpful. And yeah, and this is epazote. So I'm waiting for this guy to dry out. And he's pretty much already there. And see, look at this. That's what epazote looks like. All these little seeds. And I've planted them green, just as an experiment. And they still grow. They are so prolific. They're so, oh my God, hardy. Like they can go days without watering and you'll find them and they're so droopy and so sad looking. There's no way they can come back, right? But you water them and then they come right back, like within hours. So it's amazing. And they're really good. You know, epazote is good in a lot of stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to be sharing some of the seeds, but I'm still waiting for them to dry out fully. They're almost there. I think I might actually be able to package them now. And then, you know, put them in another little jar. Or, yeah, you know what? I'm going to have enough to put them in the big jars. We use a lot of jars. These guys, definitely go watch the seed haul for that video. And, I mean, other than this... Oh, you know what? I didn't... more fun. Okay, so this right here. So these guys are actually for popsicles, I believe, for candy bags and all that. But I use them for cuttings. So I'm going to do a video on cuttings because I need to do those probably tomorrow, if not tonight. And definitely we'll see... I'll show you guys how to use this, but I had really good results. So that's why that's there. Other than that, I think we're good. I think we are good. We've covered everything. But yeah, you guys should go and make a video too on your seeds. I want to see what everybody has because, I mean, some of these things are so specific to me on what I eat, you know. So I want to know what you guys are growing and I want to find more plants. I love finding new plants and new seeds. I love growing stuff. So yeah, be sure to share your videos too. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of this. Definitely follow, subscribe, and follow me to see more videos because I do have a video coming up on the greenhouse that we just got. You know, how we build it, what we think about it, and so on. And we also I'm also gonna... Well, by now you should have the seed haul video, but I'm going to be doing a garden walkthrough, so definitely do that too. So follow, subscribe, let me know what you like, what you don't like, and yay, see you guys next time. This cat.